Yeah, there we go. Welcome, everybody. Welcome back to another rendition of Delete Lawz. What's going on out there in the land of the unfree America? We're going to go in horizontal for Team DLZ so we can just get our crowd in here and we can review some videos. Let's have a good time. Put it in the chat, would you? OTBO. Overturn Terry versus Ohio. Put it in the chat if you would, pretty please, with sugar and cherry on top. One of Chevy's best. Good song, Chevy. So good, Chepster. So good, buddy. Thanks for making that song. I appreciate that, man. Let's check this out. So I saw this video the other day. I wanted to show it, but I didn't want to sit and watch it alone. So I thought, you know what? I'm going to wait. And I only watched the murder. And they're going to murder this guy. And this cop is going to walk up and just murder him outright. There's no warning. He just walks up and shoots the guy. It is pretty atrocious. And so I thought that we would watch it together and kind of see. Let me see if I can open this bad chicken a little bit bigger. There we go. All right. Are we ready? Love you too, buddy. Jennifer Hill, good to see you. Rancho Relaxo. Melania, what's going on? George is in the chat. What's up, Playboy? I can't believe I'm only 14 pounds away from my goal, and I am going to get there. I promise you I am going to get there. I'm going to get down to where I'm just streamlined again. I can't wait. Cannot wait. Billy's in the chat. Rat Rules is in the chat. We're going to have like 50 people here. It doesn't matter, though. We're going to go anyway.
Oh, shit. Put the fucking bat. Put the fucking bat down. Put the fucking bat down. Drop the bat. Put the fucking bat down. Alone. Drop the bat. Put the bat down. Leave me alone. Drop the bat. Put the bat down. Alone. Leave me alone, bro. Drop the bat, bro. Leave me the fuck alone. Drop the bat. Leave me alone. Drop the bat.
Why don't they leave him alone?
Drop the bat. Nope. Alone, bro. Leave me the fuck alone. Drop the bat. Leave me alone, man. Drop the bat. Leave me alone, bro. Look, look. Leave me alone. Leave me alone, bro. Drop the bat. Back up. Drop the bat. Come on, dude. Drop the bat. Come on, bro. Drop the bat. Back up. You get hurt. Back up. Back up! Fucking punch! Drop the fucking bat! Drop the bat! Shoot me! Drop the bat! Nope. Drop the shit. Nope. Back up. It's gonna be Barry Bonds. Drop the bat! Nope. Drop the bat! Nope. Back up. Back up. Back up. You know it's good for you. Back up. Yo.
Why don't they leave him alone? So,
I want to talk to you. Hey, drop the fucking bat! I won't tell you again! Drop the bat! Talk to me! Drop the bat! Do it now! I'll break your head! You know who the bat!
Yo, you know who I am! I can
Drop
help
the
you!
bat!
I helped you in town, I can help you now! Talk to me!
I'm going to jail.
No, you're not. Talk to me. What's going on?
Leave me alone.
You can work it out.
Leave me alone. Leave me alone, bro. I'm fucking with you. Come right now. Not the one, man. Ain't the one. I broke one of you motherfuckers on the floor. I know. I'm hungry. You will get killed out here. Go ahead. Go ahead. Try it.
We can work it out.
Try it.
We can work it out. Drop the bat.
I'm gonna sting your ass. WCW 98.
Drop the bat.
You want. Come on. Come on, dog.
I'll give you guys a little background here. This is in Woodbridge, New Jersey. Police responded to a domestic call. 35-year-old Amir Allen is walking down the street with a baseball bat. For 7 minutes, the cops are trying to get him to drop the baseball bat. Allen refuses and tells the cops to leave him alone or to just shoot him. Then a guy named Marco Bruno fires 6 shots and he kills him. Allen is pronounced dead at the scene. Almost a year later now, I don't call him that, Marco Bruno is indicted for first-degree aggravated manslaughter. It should be murder. The case is blowing up because the full body cam and dash cam just dropped. You guys hit that like button real quick. Everybody hit the like button. Put in the comment section, Team DLZ. Team DLZ. Mike Valletti's here. East Carbon's here. To get more information.
You're screaming.
I can help you. Focus on me. Focus on me.
Shoot me. Man, shoot me, bro. Nobody wants to shoot me, bro.
Drop the weapon.
Somebody's gonna get batted, bro. Right now.
Drop the
Leave me the
bat.
fuck alone.
So apparently Amir here walked into a situation where he went to go see his ex-girlfriend. She was with another guy. She had a restraining order on him. And apparently he whacked her with the baseball bat, which is why they're not leaving him alone.
Watch the car, watch the car, watch the car in the back.
Fuck that car. Care about that. Fuck you. Alright? It's your fucking fault, bitch. Leave me the fuck alone, bro. Leave me alone, bro. You don't got me.
Hey, someone get them out of here now. Move them out of here. Hey, stop.
Put the fucking bat down!
Drop the fucking bat.
Nope. I'm not dropping shit.
Hey, those bats there start putting the patrol cars up and blocking roads.
Go ahead.
Drop the bat, please.
Stop the shit. Come on. I'm ready to Babe
Drop
Ruth
the bat,
on
dude.
this
Come on. Drop the bat,
Come
please.
on.
Please, come on. Let's end this
Nope.
peacefully. Drop
I'm
the
not in
bat.
this shit, bro. I'm not in this shit, bro.
Drop the bat.
What are we doing? Yo! Get out of the way!
I mean, let me ask you a question. Where are the net guns at? Why don't we have a net gun? Why isn't there... I'm sound like a broken record here. Why are there no net guns? Why don't those exist yet? Like, we can spend $1 trillion on wars, but you can't figure out how to build a net gun that works? Really? It's just preposterous.
Wait! Get out of the way!
Right. Where's the fucking
Good to see you, Eggsy. Did Billy make it back in?
Ryan, go look there and get them out of the way.
Get out of the way!
Right.
No. Hey, you back, stay back.
Get the fuck back! Get the fuck back!
So all those cops, none of them have a taser. None of them do. And I don't agree with tasering people, but I'd rather he got tased than got shot.
Yo, come on. No, stop.
Is that right, Mike Valetti?
No.
The cop that shot you got a promotion?
Drop the bat.
Trudell, turn him around! Put the fucking bat down!
I mean, that's what you get when you get a bunch of beta males. A bunch of beta males, they're all afraid. Let me tell you something. I have fought guys who had a baseball bat. They don't even get a swing off.
Drop the bat.
Trudell, turn him around! Put the fucking bat down!
Don't do it.
Now. Drop the fucking
Sarge,
bat
we
now.
got lethal cover.
Drop the fucking bat. Nope.
Someone with a taser.
Drop the fucking
What the f- did we just see? He just walks up and shoots the guy, and he doesn't just shoot once. He shoots him as he's falling to the ground.
Drop the
Don't
fucking
do
bat
it.
now. Drop the fucking
Sarge,
bat
we
now.
got lethal cover.
Drop the fucking bat. Nope.
Someone with a
Drop the fucking
taser.
Drop the fucking
Get it back. That's fine.
What the fuck kind of bozo clown world are we living in? He just walks up and shoots the guy, and he doesn't just shoot him. He shoots him a half a dozen times. Watch him. As the guy is falling to the ground, he shoots him once. The guy drops like a sack of potatoes. He puts 5 more in him as he's going down to the ground. It's 6 shots. Count the shots.
Drop the fucking bat. Nope.
Someone with a taser.
Drop the fucking
What the fuck is that? That is fucking murder. That is fucking murder. That is outright, straight up, 100% murder. That is ridiculous. There's another angle.
Bat down!
Don't do it.
now.
Okay, so watch him. He makes no sudden moves. He doesn't act like he's going to throw the bat. Nothing. Absolutely nothing. What's this guy's name again? Amir? Wow. East Tappan Street in New Jersey, in Woodbridge, New Jersey. They said that Amir Allen was assaulting people with a baseball bat. His girlfriend had a restraining order on him. He went over to his girlfriend's house. Apparently, the ex-girlfriend had another guy, new guy, which is understandable. Then, in the reports, it's saying that Amir Allen hit his ex-girlfriend with the baseball bat. That's what it says. That's according to the official reports here.
Fucking
Sarge,
bat
we
now.
got lethal cover.
Drop the fucking bat. Nope.
Someone with a
Drop the fucking
taser.
bat. Drop the fucking
Get it back. That's fine. I got the bat. Hey, someone get a medic.
A guy's been shot 6 times at close range with a Glock. And the first thing the cop says is, I got the bat. Oh, thank God you got the bat. Because he's going to be able to jump right up and grab it.
Medic bat!
Here's the other angle here. These
Drop
New
the fucking bat now. Drop the fucking bat. Drop the fucking bat now. Drop the fucking bat now.
Lethal cover.
Drop the fucking bat. Drop the fucking bat.
What the
Drop
fuck?
the fucking bat.
So hold on a minute. Wait a minute. I'll tell you the pig's name. Hold on a second. What the f- did we just see? I'll give you the information here. The guy was Sergeant Mark Bruno. For over 7 minutes, the other cops begged him to drop the bat, followed him around. Marco Bruno rolls up to the scene. He's been there less than 10, 15 seconds. Let's count. Let's see how many seconds he's been there.
I'm gonna get it back.
So from the time he gets out of the car,
What the fuck?
Sarge, we got.
okay, so here's where he gets out of the car. Anybody got a timer on him? Let's count the seconds here. Let's see how long it takes for Marco Bruno to get out of the car and to kill Amir Allen. Let's count the seconds here. This is fucking believable.
Drop the fucking bat now. Drop the fucking bat. Drop the fucking bat now. Drop the fucking bat now. Drop the fucking bat. Drop the fucking bat.
15 seconds.
Drop the fucking bat.
15 seconds. 15 seconds. You fucking dirty JBTP. That's a jackboot thug pig right there. JBTP. Put it in the comment section. JBTP. Cop's name is Marco Bruno.
Fucking stomach. Bat now. Drop.
So not only does he show up on the scene and 15 seconds later murder Amir Allen, he pushes the other cops out of the way so that he can go up there and shoot him. Watch.
Hey, someone get a medic bag! Medic bag!
Okay, 20 seconds. About 20 seconds total. That includes getting out of the car. That includes getting out of the car.
Someone get a medic bag! Medic bag!
Push the car in park. Okay, so you guys see the timer down there? You guys can see it. The timer's right there. You can see that when I put my cursor on the screen, you see it, I'm going over the clock. You see the clock kind of coming in and out of existence down there. That's at 7:24 when he opens the car door. 7:25, he gets the car door open. 7:27, he's out of the car. He's out of the car at 7:27.
Drop the fucking bat now. Drop the fucking bat.
Did you see this part where he pushes past these two cops?
Drop the fucking bat now. Drop the fucking bat. Drop the fucking bat now. Drop the fucking bat now. Drop the fucking bat. Drop the fucking bat. Drop the fucking bat.
Someone get a bag!
Get on your fucking stomach. Get on your fucking stomach now.
Hey, someone get a
Control him first. Control him. Here.
They're cuffing him. They're cuffing him. They're cuffing him up. Where did they learn this? Where did they learn this? They learned this from our greatest, bestest friends in the Middle East. They get their training from the greatest, bestest friends in the Middle East. That after you shoot somebody, you got to put them in torture cuffs. And they learned this from those folks over in the Middle East. You know, our greatest ally.
Get a bag!
I can't believe they're cuffing him. I cannot believe it. I get PBE 86.
Turn him over. Anyone got scissors? I know where the fucking
Everybody slow down. Suspect is down and under arrest.
The suspect is down and going to the morgue.
We're good here. Let's go.
Drop the fucking bat.
Someone with a taser!
Drop the fucking bat. Drop the fucking bat.
Someone with a taser!
So where's the good cop that stops the bad cop and says, man, that's bullshit. Why'd you do that?
Someone get a bag! I got the bag! Hey, someone get a medic bag!
Come on.
Yo, come on. No, stop. Stop. Drop the bag. Drop the bag.
Turn out. Turn him around. Drop the fucking
Put the
bat now.
fucking
Drop
bat
the fucking
down.
bat. Drop the fucking bat now. Drop the fucking bat now.
We can cover.
Drop the fucking bat. Drop the fucking bat. Drop the fucking bat.
I mean, that is a straight up execution. That is a straight up execution. So we know that our shooter, what's his name? Marcus Bruno. He's going to end up right here, somewhere right here. He's going to push through these guys to be able to shoot Amir. So he's walking around with the bat like that.
Drop the fucking bat now. Drop the fucking bat. Drop the fucking bat now.
Okay, there it is right there. Excuse me. Watch right here. Watch right here. This cop, Marcus Bruno, is going to come running in right here. He's going to come sprinting in like he's going to be a hero and save the day. You can see him run in.
Turn him around.
Okay, so Marcus isn't on the scene yet.
Drop the fucking bat now. Drop the fucking bat.
You see the guy right there? This guy comes sprinting in. You can barely see his body because he's running. That's him right there. That's the shooter right there. He goes running in as though he's a savior. Watch. Watch right here.
Drop the fucking bat now. Drop the fucking bat. Drop the fucking bat now. Drop the fucking bat now. Drop the fucking bat. Drop the fucking bat. Drop the fucking bat.
Turn him around.
Drop the fucking bat now. Drop the fucking bat. Drop the fucking bat now. Drop the fucking bat now. Drop the fucking bat. Drop the fucking bat. Drop the fucking bat.
And this dirty fucking pig is charged with aggravated manslaughter. This is murder. Put a 1 in the chat if that's an outright fucking murder. That is murder, murder, murder. Murder. 1 for me. That is fucking murder. That was disgusting. He went sprinting in there and killed the guy.
Shots fired. Shots fired. Someone bring a minute back up here. I got it. 28.
Who's hit?
All right, pull some vehicles up here. We're gonna have a crime scene, and then also we need the EMS back.
I mean, at least those cops seem like they care. I mean, look at the hustle they're doing to go get the medical kit. But I mean, look how fast this guy's running to get a medical kit. And I'll tell you what, you know, I've been over on the Reddit. They have all these different police talks going on. And let me tell you something. There are some cops on those threads that are saying the right things. They're saying that's not a justified shooting. That's not justified. And about this video specifically, you can see it on Police One, Protect and Serve, Ask LEO. It's on Reddit. And there are cops in those threads saying that was an unjustified shooting. And then underneath of every one of those cops that says this is an unjustified shooting, there's 30 comments all playing mental gymnastics saying, oh, it was, they had to do it. They had to do it. They had to do it. But clearly, and now you're going to see, maybe these are some of the cops. Watch how hard these guys are running. I mean, look at that full sprint to go get a medical kit, which I appreciate that. I mean, how about we change the training that you don't shoot somebody 6 times? How about that? Shooting someone 6 times is trying to kill them.
Can someone bring a minute back up here?
Look at that hustle. Look at that. Look at the hustle. Look at the hustle. Got a medical kit running back.
Some vehicles up here. We're gonna have a crime scene, and then also we need
and remember, you guys know I'm no cop sucker. That's a fact. If anybody thinks I'm a cop sucker, you can blow me. I am not a cop sucker. But these cops didn't shoot that man. They were all surrounding him. They were all backing up when he came forward. It was that fucking psycho, Marcus Bruno. He was the psycho. These other cops are sprinting to go and get medical kits, which, for the love of God, man.
Start a ZELLE.
Well.
Your trousers.
It's Marco Bruno was that pig's name. I mean, what a fucking pig, dude. What a fucking pig. What a dirty fucking pig, dude. God, it just infuriates me beyond the pale. Just, oh my God. What, oh, did I click on it? I did click on it. Well, we watch one murder. Is there going to be two? So this video has no sound. Robbery suspect crashes car, then pulls a knife on cops. So there, what the did I just see happen here? What the did I just see happen? So this guy's is that is that a girl or a little kid? It's a girl. To snatch a purse, you're going to do all that? You can do that to another person over what money's in her purse? And she doesn't look like she has very much money in her purse. Doesn't look like a mark, that's for sure.
121, I'm behind Gold Cheney Malibu, Red Paul George, Fever, 8-1, failing to yield. Did you copy? I'm behind Red Paul George, Fever, 7-1, Gold Malibu. Agent
Hey, stop the vehicle! Show me your hand now!
I mean, the guys. I mean, how desperate are you if you're
failing to yield westbound on 8th Street from the fountain?
I'm one at gunpoint, he's got a knife. Show me your hands! Get your hand out of your pocket! Do it! Do it, bro! Step it up, he's got a knife. Show me your hands! Do it, motherfucker! Stop! Do it! Show me your hands! Now!
I'm going to go out on a limb here and say that me and one other guy who knows how to fight as well as I do, we could stop one guy with a pocket knife. I think that me and one other dude who's trained could stop him.
I will shoot you!
Especially considering I got a stick and I got a taser.
This is what I wanted, bro. Stop! Drop the knife! I don't want to hurt you. Stop! Stop!
So, right there. Why can't you shoot him in the knee? Right there. Shoot him right in the knee. Right there. You're scared. He's got a knife. You're alone. He doesn't have any backup. Shoot the guy right in the leg right there. Watch him tumble like a stack of shit bricks. He'll go down like Ali, man. It'll happen in two. You shoot that guy right in the leg, he's done. You get a gunshot to the leg, you could lose your leg. You get shot with a Glock from that close. If you're going to shoot him in the leg right then, right there.
Drop the knife!
There's no, right there. It's a clear shot. There's nobody behind him. Looks like there's something over there. So you got to wait till he's clear over here. Then shoot him right in the leg.
Stop! I don't want to hurt you! Stop! Drop the knife!
Where's the net guns, man? He shot him in the chest. We got to shoot him in the chest, bro.
Stop! Drop the knife!
He's not even running. Well.
Drop the knife! Drop the knife! Stop!
113, he's stabbing himself.
Stop! Taser, taser, taser! Drop the knife!
Drop the knife!
Drop the knife now!
Drop the knife! Tase him! Tase him!
Go grab that wrist.
Drop the knife! Tase him!
Drop the knife! Drop the knife! Turn on your stomach! 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 Like it, bro. Like it. You're gonna get tased. Put your hands behind your back. On your back.
The guy's bleeding out the neck. You gotta fucking put him in cuffs, really? You sure you gotta put him in cuffs? I mean, this is some morbid ass shit right here, man. This is some morbid ass shit. This is incredible.
The knife! Drop the knife! Tase him! Drop the knife! Drop the knife! Turn on your stomach! 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 Like it, bro. Like it. You're gonna get tased. Put your hands behind your back. On your back.
What about the holes? Wait a minute. What about the holes in his neck? What about the stab wounds he has? He's obviously nuts, right?
He was stabbing himself in the neck.
And he was shot. He was shot? He was shot twice. I don't know where.
Not sure. Are you good in cuffs? Good on cuffs. Okay. Hey, come on side. Wait, hold up. Come with the shirt.
I got it. I am pulling it. Go.
Get a tourniquet on his neck. Get the. Oh my God, that was just horrifically bad. That was so terrible to watch. My God, that was not fun at all. I mean, sometimes we have a good time on here. That
A
was
plastic baby doll that looked like a real baby in distress is the reason Minneapolis police say they raided a Twin Cities home without a warrant. That's according to a new lawsuit against the officers involved. Investigative reporter Ryan Raish has learned it appears police were at the entirely wrong house to begin with.
Yeah, so according to police records, this all happened in March of last year. Minneapolis police say they were investigating a homicide. That led them to a home in Brooklyn Center. And once they arrived, everything went downhill fast.
So this is a story about Keystone cops. This is a story about how incompetent police are. This is a story about how they always want to use excessive force. And a story about how they'll take anything, even a plastic doll, and say that it is a real baby because they want it to be real. That's what they want.
As soon as MPD Sergeants Andrew
Let 'em.
Schroeder and Mark Sucha arrive at the doorstep of this Brooklyn Center home, Schroeder immediately starts rifling through mail. Sucha walks over and peers through the front window, where something catches his eye.
I think that's a doll, but come and take a look. She's even got a Band-Aid on her finger.
This is what they saw. A baby doll. Yes, with a Band-Aid on its finger.
So this is a baby doll.
They see a baby doll with a Band-Aid on its finger, and they go, that's it. We got to go in. We got to go in.
She's laying like that, you know, got her finger up.
Homeowner Yolanda Mays wasn't home at the time, but her 74-year-old uncle was in the basement.
It's either a doll or a dead baby.
Yes. The hair looks real.
Whatever they saw was serious enough to call in backup. Brooklyn Center police officers arrived and forced their way into the side door.
Police department! Brooklyn Center Police!
Thank God.
So that's the 1963 case of Kerr versus California. All they have to do without a warrant is knock and announce if they believe that the circumstances are exigent. So who determines what exigent circumstances are? The cops do. So there's a dead baby on a couch. You can't tell the difference between a dead baby and a plastic doll?
He didn't have a heart attack.
Mays is now at the side door.
Police department! Brooklyn Center Police!
Thank God he didn't have a heart attack.
Mays is now suing all the officers involved for unlawful entry, partly because what happened after officers realized this doll was, in fact, a doll.
How fucking ridiculous. You can obviously tell that that is a doll. Have you ever held a baby? That looks nothing like a real baby. Nothing like it. That is preposterous that that's a baby. It's plain as day that that's a doll.
doll. What happened next?
They continued to search my home. They went into the basement. The door was closed, so they had to open the door and go into the basement. No reason, it's quiet.
Did the officers have a search warrant to be here?
No.
To make matters worse, police records show that the MPD officers who came to this house weren't even supposed to be here. They had the wrong house. In one of the police reports we obtained, Sergeant Sucha blames Hennepin County, saying they misread the address. 5 Investigates also found a search warrant showing they had interest in a home down the street. What's your reaction to that?
I'm upset. I feel violated. I feel tons of emotions.
MPD says it does not comment on pending litigation. Schroeder, who has a long history of complaints on the force, apparently went into the garage looking for a drill and screws to fix the door they broke, but he didn't find any.
We all have to be held accountable for our actions, period.
Yolanda told me Brooklyn Center did pay to replace the door, but it took about 3 months for a contractor to come out and do it. She says this lawsuit is for the trauma her family experienced through this ordeal, and as you heard her say, also about accountability.
And the wrong house.
And the wrong house. And we'll see. No one's commenting.
Well, there's something that we missed here that you got to hear here.
Comment on pending litigation. They misread the address.
And it's quiet.
Did the officers have a Whatever they saw was serious enough to call in backup. Brooklyn Center police officers arrived and forced their way into the side door.
Police department! Brooklyn Center Police!
Thank God he didn't have a heart attack.
There's things we missed here.
Mays is now suing all the officers involved for unlawful entry, partly because what happened after officers realized this doll was, in fact, a doll. What happened next?
They continued to search my home.
They searched her home after finding out that it was a plastic doll.
They went into the basement. The door was closed, so they had to open the door and go into the basement. No reason, it's quiet.
Did the officers have a search warrant to be here?
No.
To make matters worse, police records show that the MPD officers who came to this house weren't even supposed to be here. They had the wrong house. In one of the police reports we obtained, Sergeant Sucha blames Hennepin County, saying they misread the address. 5 Investigates also found a search warrant showing they had interest in a home down the street. What's your reaction to that?
I'm upset. I feel violated. I feel tons of emotions.
MPD says it does not comment on pending litigation. Schroeder,
Get rid of Ring camera. Get another company.
who has a long history of complaints on the force.
Schroeder, who has a long history of complaints on the force. That's the part we didn't hear. Butch the Original with a $5 super chat. What's up, Playboy? What's up, brother? I heard if you have Google, Facebook, Testagram, TikTok, etc., that an agreement, no law needs a warrant to enter. I don't know. I'll check into that, Butch.
Apparently went into the garage looking for a drill and screws to fix the door they broke, but he didn't find any.
We all have to be held accountable for our actions, period.
Schroeder went into the garage looking for a drill and screws so that he can fix the door. What a scam. Let me give you the full facts on it. In March of 2024, Minneapolis police went to the completely wrong house in Brooklyn Center looking for a homicide suspect. They looked in the window. No, no, God. No. Jesus Christ, this fucking blurb here, my God. So let me read this again. It gave me some cop-sucking bullshit to tell you guys. I'm not going to tell you that cop-sucking shit. In March of 2024, Minneapolis police went to the completely wrong house in Brooklyn Center. They looked through the window and saw a fake baby doll on a couch, and they lost their minds, claiming it was a baby in distress. No warrant, nothing. They just kicked in the door, raided the whole house, scared the shit out of a 74-year-old man in the basement. Then they searched every bit of the house, even after they knew it was a plastic doll. They went to the wrong house. It was straight up incompetent. Cops up. And that's why people don't trust, dislike, or even hate the cops. That's what you're looking at right there. That's the reason why right there. Billy with the $2 super chat. What's up, Billy? What's up? Thanks, man. Appreciate it. Appreciate you. Appreciate you. I'll let this finish playing.
But he didn't find any.
We all have to be held accountable for our actions, period.
Yolanda told me Brooklyn Center did pay to replace the door, but it took about 3 months for a contractor to come out and do it. She says this lawsuit is for the trauma her family experienced through this ordeal, and as you heard her say, also about accountability.
And the wrong house.
In the wrong house. And we'll see. No one's commenting so far, but we'll see what happens as this plays out.
Ryan Raish, thanks so much.
Thank you.
Such a scam. Our entire government is such a scam. Now, we saw this already, but I actually got the full body camera footage, and there's a better story here. So I want to
put your hands behind your
so I want to show this again because we showed this in vertical, and I want to show it in horizontal because it's a better look. We can actually see what's happening here. And this guy, he got...
After nearly 3 years of legal battles, the Kentucky State Police have finally released this footage showing the moment Trooper Hayden Kilborn crossed the line from officer to criminal. On July 28, 2023, Kilborn joined a 4-county pursuit of a stolen SUV. After spike strips disabled the vehicle on I-71, the suspect fled into the woods. What follows is a high-speed chase, a relentless forest pursuit, and the final 2026 update. Kilborn pleaded guilty to second-degree felony assault and terroristic threatening. He was sentenced to 5 years in prison and banned from law enforcement for life. This is the video the commissioner calls unacceptable.
Hey, show me your hands! Show me your hands!
337 Campbellsburg, he's fleeing on foot in front of me. He's reaching for his waistband.
You are, he says, as he's chasing the guy.
Show me your hands now!
Hear him being tased? Hear the taser?
Give me your hands, motherfucker! Show me your hands! Put your hands behind your back! Show me your hands! Right here. I will kill you! Put your hands behind your back now! Give me your hands!
Calvary, I think they're on foot somewhere.
337 Campbellsburg.
Get some!
Did he say get some right there?
Calvary, I think they're on foot somewhere.
337 Campbellsburg.
Get some!
He said get some. I'm pretty sure that he said get some. The very beginning of this, though, there's a tell here that we may not that you may have skipped over or you didn't hear, and that's the reason why I was talking to Cody High Roller over on the phone today before I came on the live. I was actually going to be live an hour and a half earlier, but Cody High Roller and I were talking on the phone for a good solid hour and a half. So
for Hayden Kilborn,
Listen.
After nearly 3 years of legal battles, the Kentucky...
After nearly 3 years of legal battles. After 3 years of legal battles. So, okay. I want to show you the law here in Kentucky. Why? Let me go like this. Why was there 3 years of legal battles to get the Hayden body-worn camera? Okay, so now I want to show you this here so that you guys can see it. I'm going to move this bad chicken up here. Oh, I moved the wrong one. Sorry about that. Let me go logo. There it is. Okay, there's that right there. Now I want to show you guys the actual Kentucky law that apparently screws us all because we can't get the body camera. I mean, why do we have to go through 3 years of a legal battle to get the body-worn camera? Well, let me show you the actual Kentucky law so that we can understand it together. So Kentucky 61.8781, here's the full text. Records of law enforcement agencies involved in administrative adjudication that were compiled in the process of detecting and investigating statutory... What the fuck? Okay. Unless exempted by other provisions, KRS 61870 to 61.884, public records exempted under this provision shall be open after enforcement action is completed or a decision is made to take no action. The last sentence is key. Once Kilbourne pled guilty, the enforcement action was completed and the footage had to come out. That's exactly why Kentucky State Patrol released it in March 2026. They held it the entire time under prospective prosecution shield, and the moment he pled, the shield dissolved. But let me read this to you here. This says something a little bit different because I want to understand, look, that's the thing in my book. My book is not just a book about my life. My book is about what changes I'm going to make as governor, because the changes have to be made. And one of the major ones is that all body camera footage goes to a third party that redacts and releases. That's what really has to happen for us to actually be able to get any sort of... So there were 3 years of legal battles specifically over the footage. What actually happened was simpler and more infuriating. Kentucky State Patrol just used KRS 61878 as a continuous shield. The footage was recorded on state body camera, but Kentucky State Patrol denied a public record request by the Kentucky Center for Investigative Reporting, citing the pending criminal prosecution against Kilbourne. That was the only legal basis they needed under Kentucky law, and nobody successfully overcame it in court. The delay was not a battle. It was a combination of 3 separate stall mechanisms. First, Kilbourne challenged his termination following the administrative review. So the psycho cop who was beating the guy's arms and saying, "I'm going to kill you," he said, "I challenge my termination." Commissioner Burnett issued an intent to dismiss Kilbourne, but Kilbourne requested a hearing before the Kentucky State Patrol Trial Board, which resulted in a 6-month suspension without pay ending on February 15th, 2024. Second, the criminal case dragged on. Since Kilbourne was under felony indictment, he could not serve as a road trooper, was administratively assigned to the Office of Technical Services during the entire criminal case and judicial process. The indictment sat from September 2023 until he pled guilty in March of 2026. Third, KRS 618781 gave Kentucky State Patrol a legally valid excuse to hold the footage the entire time the prosecution was pending, and they used it every day. And they used every day of it. The moment he pled guilty, the prosecution was complete, the exemption collapsed, and the Kansas City Patrol released the footage that same month. Not the same day, the same month. The law worked exactly as designed, to protect the state and not the public. And that's what we're dealing with. We're dealing with it constantly. He got charged with terroristic threats for saying he was going to kill him as he was bashing him with the nightstick over and over and over. That was unbelievable. I mean, Just disgusting. Who was the... Let me see who the victim of the case was, because I want a little more background. Who was the victim of the case? Does it ever release the victim's name? I don't know if it does or not. Robert Kidd was 20 years old at the time of the incident. A federal lawsuit filed by Kidd goes that the use of the baton resulted in 7 stitches to his upper lip, bruising on his face and body, and broken teeth. The Kilbourne broke his teeth out. Following the traffic stop, Kidd was charged with multiple offenses, including felony, fleeing from police, criminal mischief, 3 counts of wanton endangerment, and receiving stolen property. He pled guilty to those 6 charges and was sentenced to 3 years in prison, then released from custody in September and placed under the supervision of Oldham County. So the victim ended up doing time while the officer beat him, stayed on payroll for 2 years collecting checks. Wow. What happened with the lawsuit? I don't think it works. I mean, we can try it. I'll try it like this. Let me see. Let me see if you guys can see it. I don't know if you can see Claude when I do the AI searches and stuff, but I'll see. Nope, you can't see it. Nope, you can't see it. What a bummer. So let me tell you what happened with Kidd's lawsuit. What's going on? DL Observer, welcome to Delete Lawz, compadre. What's up, Playboy? I didn't know you weren't a member, DL Observer. I don't even look. I don't even look. Who's a member of the channel? Are you guys a member? You should be a member. Everybody should be a member. It's like $3 a month or $4 a month or something. Let's OTVO! I don't see him in the chat. He's probably busy doing something. But we're really busy right now coming up on You've Got Bail. So as of the most recent reporting, the civil lawsuit is still ongoing. No settlement has been announced. Here's what is known. In October... Let me just take a screenshot of this so you guys can read it. I hate people just reading to me and I can't see what they're reading. So let me just put it on the screen for you guys. It'll just take 1 second. And then you guys can read what I'm reading at the same time. There it is. Okay. So as of the most recent reportings, the civil lawsuit is still ongoing. No settlement has been announced. Here's what is known. In October of 23, Kidd sued the Eastern District of Kentucky Federal Court. He sued in the Eastern District, claiming the July 2023 assault was malicious, sadistic, and without justification. He stated that he stopped and put his hands in the air during the foot pursuit, but Kilbourne shot him in the back with a taser and beat him with a baton while standing over Kidd, who was defenseless on the ground. Kidd is seeking unspecified punitive damages and any additional relief the court would consider. The lawsuit also named a second defendant. Kidd filed in the federal lawsuit against Kilbourne and Jake Noel, another trooper who was at the scene. There was also a federal criminal angle being pursued simultaneously. A July 2024 status report by both sides said Kilbourne had been offered a plea agreement to resolve his state criminal charges and that the U.S. Attorney Office for the Eastern District of Kentucky had indicated an intent to pursue federal charges. Put a 1 in the chat if there's not going to be any federal charges with this dog shit administration. Pursue federal charges for the same incident. Kilbourne's lawyers requested a plea deal that would jointly resolve both the state and federal interests in the matter. The case is Kidd versus Kilbourne. There's the case number, Eastern District, Kentucky, with Kilbourne now convicted and sentenced. Kidd's civil case gets significantly stronger. Want me to dig further into the current status of the docket? No, I don't think so. I think we got it. What's up, Drop Zone? Drop Zone became a member. What's up, Playboy? What's up, Playboy? What's up, Playboy? What's going on, Jennifer Hill? Thanks a lot, Drop Zone. I appreciate you becoming a member, man. We got a few more videos to watch. I've got a bunch of videos that I want to show you guys that are from videos. We saw this one. I'm not sure if you guys saw this one. We saw it, I'm pretty sure. But I've got a bunch of videos that I airdropped to my computer. So I want to show you guys these videos because there's a bunch of videos on here. Okay, here it is. Here it is. This one's going to make your blood boil. But that's the way it is.
The officers acted within the law and policy of the El Paso Police Department. That's what I expect my officers to do. The investigation was done by Internal Affairs, Use of force discipline review board was conducted yesterday, made up of 6 civilians from the public and 6 members of the El Paso Police Department, and they found the actions of the officers in policy. The officers acted within the law and policy of the El Paso Police Department. That's
what do we always talk about on this channel? Policy, procedure, and protocol. The officers worked within the policy of the El Paso Police Department. So who created those policies? Who created those? Because I just wonder, who created the policies within the El Paso Police Department? And who are the 6 members of the public and the 6? So listen to it again, because there's so much to break down here. There's so much to break down. Wee man.
The officers acted within the law and policy of the El Paso Police Department.
Okay, so first off, who wrote that policy? Who determined that policy? Who decided that that was going to be the policy? That you can hold down an autistic woman and punch her in the head, and it's perfectly within your policy. Who created that?
That's what I expect my officers to do.
He expects his officers to beat your head off the ground. That's what he expects them to do. He wants them to beat your head off the ground because it's in their policy. They can do it. So of course they can do it.
The investigation was done by Internal Affairs.
There was an investigation of cops who investigated themselves.
Use of force discipline review board was conducted.
A use of force discipline review board that's made up of cops.
Conducted yesterday, made up of 6 civilians from the public.
6 civilians from the public is on the review board, and
6 members of the El Paso Police Department.
Oh, I see. So you get 6 members of the public who are all bootlickers, the brother of the cops, the sister of the cop, the dad of the cop, a former retired cop. He's now on the civilian review board. And then they put 6 cops on there. So it's always going to be 6 to 6 because the 6 cops are almost always going to vote that the cop did nothing wrong. Then the other 6 people, they're probably helping the cops and making sure, hey, he didn't do anything wrong.
And they found the actions of the officers in policy. The officers...
They found the action of the officers within the policy of the El Paso Police Department. Well, sure they did. Of course they did. Perfect. Absolutely perfect.
Acted within the law and policy of the El Paso Police Department. That's what I expect my officers to do.
He expects his officers to act within the policy of beating your head in.
The investigation was done by Internal Affairs. Use of force discipline review board was conducted yesterday, made up of 6 civilians.
The use of force discipline review board. What a scam. What a scam our whole country is. It really is. It's sad and it's pathetic. It really is sad and pathetic. We're living in a dystopian society. Just drives me nuts. Oh yeah? So be careful because everything they do overseas eventually comes here. So now this is in Germany. And in Germany, you don't have free speech.
Why?
Say the river sentence, please.
I didn't
Don't say it.
I just say from the river, but not from the river, please.
You said that 2 times. Please stop it. Otherwise, we have to arrest you again.
Okay.
Yeah? Please stop it.
So what shall I say?
Not this sentence.
To the beat.
No, don't say that. It's forbidden. The sentence is forbidden. Don't say it again.
And we get arrested.
Yeah, I don't want to do it, but it's forbidden in Germany and I have to arrest you.
The sentence of from the river to the sea, Palestine will be free is banned in Germany. And just me saying it out loud, you know, the people who control everything probably have AI to pick up what I said. And now the channel is going to get dinged even further. I mean, they're going to kill this channel one day. Just remember, you can find me. I'll pop up. So it's a forbidden sentence in Germany. You can't say those words. You can't say those words.
Say the river sentence, please.
You can't say the river sentence.
Don't say it.
I just say from the river, but not from the river, please.
You said that 2 times. Please stop it. Otherwise, we have to arrest you again.
Okay.
Yeah? Please stop it.
So what shall I say?
Not this sentence.
To the beat.
No, don't say that. It's forbidden. The sentence is forbidden. Don't.
The sentence is forbidden. It is forbidden. You can't say these words. even though our greatest ally has turned into Germany from the 40s. It's just unbelievable. I mean, we're watching a real, actual genocide happen in this world, and our country's funding it. Oh yeah. So let me show you guys this. I'll just put this on the screen real quick. Let me show you how I feel about some things. This was Joe Rogan right there, but Roganstein has lost me completely. So this is Joe Rogan's Instagram. 19.9 million subscribers or followers. I was following Joe Rogan, Mr. Roganstein. And then open it up, unfollow, boom. And I recommend everybody else does the same. Fuck this guy. He's a total sellout fraud. He endorsed dumpster fire. I stopped listening to his podcast after that. I haven't watched a single or listened to a single Rogan episode since he endorsed dumpster. And I unfollowed him, and I recommend everybody else does the same thing. I think he's a total sellout. I know he's a total sellout. What he said to Theo Vaughn on that podcast the other day, it was just infuriating. It was just infuriating. It really was. If you know what I'm talking about, then you know.
Check out this video. It looks like the Oklahoma Highway Patrol is at it again.
Sir! Please, be easy!
Here's the riddle of the day. How many Oklahoma Highway Patrol does it take to beat up an elderly man? Apparently 3. Look at the punching that we see in that video. After this elderly gentleman's already been detained and is on the ground. Where is that coming from? Why do we need that?
He's bleeding, oh my God.
I have medical condition. God damn it. I have medical condition. I'm not resisting. I'm not. Please.
Excessive force? Let me know your thoughts. Check out this video. It looks like the Oklahoma Highway Patrol is at it again.
Sorry.
Yeah, I've got that one. I'm trying to find like a raw link here that doesn't have... Okay, this looks like the actual video here. It's 2 minutes and 41 seconds. Okay, so this is I got the raw body camera footage. I don't know if we're going to be able to see it because Facebook kind of sucks in OBS, but let's see if we can see it. Let me see. Okay, it looks like we can see it. Okay, let me hit the volume.
Get out of the vehicle.
Can you tell us what he did?
Yeah, don't have the seatbelt on.
Okay, but that's not a reason to pull him out of the vehicle like that, though.
Get out of the vehicle.
So you're doing all this for him not having a seatbelt on?
Get out. Get out of the vehicle. Now. Get out of the vehicle.
Can you tell us what he did?
Yeah, don't have the seatbelt on.
Okay, but
he doesn't have his seatbelt on. You know, a lot of people say to me, oh, you want to delete the laws? No, I don't want to delete the laws. I want to delete the dumb laws, like you not wearing your seatbelt you can be pulled over for. That's ridiculous. How many lives are being saved by you pulling people over for not wearing their seatbelt? It is such a fucking scam. It is such a scam.
So you're doing all this for him not having a seatbelt on?
Get out of the vehicle.
Sir.
Sir!
Get
out of the vehicle! You grabbed my door and jerked it open. Get out of the vehicle! You're fixing the fucking pain, buddy! Take me over because my best friend, I'm fixing to pull up every. Get out of the vehicle now!
Sir! So you're doing...
Get out of the vehicle! Get out of the vehicle!
Hey, Todd, don't.
Get out of the vehicle!
Y'all, he's not being combative. Please, be easy, please. He's not being...
No.
Put your hands behind your back.
Look at them putting their knees in his back and his neck.
You gotta be easy. What if his arms are messed up? He's bleeding, oh my God.
Look what they're doing to him.
He is bleeding, oh my God. Oh my God.
I wasn't resisting. Please let me up. I have medical conditions. God damn it. Help me up. I have medical conditions. I'm not resisting. I'm not resisting. I'm not. Please. I'm not resisting. Let me go.
3 Oklahoma Highway Patrol troopers beat up an elderly man in February of 2026. They pulled him over for not wearing a seatbelt. The old man driving his farm truck in sandals refused to get out. So these 6 sadistic cops drug him out, slammed him on the concrete, and started punching him and beating him as the woman filming watched on in horror over a seatbelt violation. No threat, no weapon, no robbery, no victim. This is outright pure abuse of power. This is police brutality 101. This is the reason why we don't need to reform police. We need to abolish police and replace them with peace officers and rights protectors. This is such a scam. And they're beating on this guy.
Please let me up. I have medical conditions. God damn it. Help me up. I have medical conditions. I'm not resisting. I'm not resisting. I'm not. Please. I'm not resisting. Let me go. I'm not medical. I'm not medical issues. I'm not medical issues.
Oklahoma's full of the dumbest, slowest people there are.
Listen to what we're telling you.
It's such shitty footage, too.
What's your license at? Well, I'm doing your head come down to me with man.
He was trying to get him.
Disgusting. Absolutely disgusting.
Check out this video. It looks like the Oklahoma Highway Patrol.
I mean, this one's a lot more clear.
Sir.
There's a jump cut.
Here's the riddle of the day. How many Oklahoma Highway Patrol does it take to beat up an elderly man?
At least 3.
Apparently 3. Look at the
punching him
that we see in that video.
They're punching him.
After this elderly gentleman's already been detained and is on the ground. Where is that coming from? Why do we need that?
Him. Do you see that? You see the little knee? Do you see this? Watch the far side cop, the one furthest away from us. He's going to knee him in the guts.
Been detained and is on the ground. Where is that coming from? Why do we need?
You see that? You see that little knee he did?
Need that?
He's bleeding. Oh my God.
Puts his knee on across his neck. Do you see him put his knee right across? I mean, the guy's sitting face up. This guy sticks his knee right here across his neck, right across the front of his neck. Look at that. Sticks his knee on the front of his neck, John Lunn. Did you see it? Mikey B, where's the good cop?
He's bleeding. Oh my God.
I have medical conditions. God damn it. Help me up. I have medical conditions. I'm not resisting. I'm not resisting. I'm not. Please.
Excessive force? Let me know your thoughts. Check out this video. It looks like the Oklahoma Highway Patrol is at it again.
Sir.
This is why everyone should have a dash cam in their car.
Trooper Code Florida Highway Patrol.
How you doing, sir?
Good. The reason for the stop, you just ran the red light right there at 301 and 70.
No, I didn't.
Yes, you did. Both you and that car in front of you both did. You have your license, registration, your insurance on it?
Yes.
You were saying that you didn't run it? Okay, you are going to see the citation.
Wow, did you see that?
1.5, option 1.
Did you see it? Watch. So his car is going through the green light. There's a bicyclist who's going to cross the street illegally. He's on the bike illegally. Watch. You see, there's a bike right there. There's the yellow light the cop is going to go through, and there's a biker going across the street when the light's not green.
Okay, you're going to see the citation for running that red light. You have options 1.5, option 1 paid, option 4 traffic school, and option 5 you take it to court. Any issues with that? Travis said. All right.
So I went to court, and after $10,000 in legal fees and giving the judge a hug, it got dismissed. This is why everyone should have...
It's incredible because you have to hire a really good lawyer to win in these courts. You have to hire a good lawyer. If you don't hire a good lawyer, then there's a good chance that you lose. We saw that happen to me. It was all on video. The drop zone, it was all on video. So it's a total police state. And there's so many people who endorse this shit, and it just drives me absolutely crazy. It drives me absolutely batty. What is this? Oh, that was the music I created. Oh, do you guys want to watch this? We could watch it. We could watch this here. Let's watch it. I actually wasn't planning on showing this here, but we can watch it here. Did I? Okay, I did. Let's show this. Let's show this. I hadn't planned on showing this here, but I might as well. So this is in Florida, and I'll give you the details of it, but I believe it's in West Palm. I'm pretty sure it is. And this kid was riding his bike, and the guy in the blue grabs a water bottle and throws it at him, knocks the kid off his bike, and then takes his phone away. And I'll give you the update.
When security comes, you're giving it right to security.
Where is it?
Okay, why don't you give us your mom's phone number and we call your mom? Can we?
When security comes, you're giving it right to security.
Where is it?
Okay, why don't you give us your mom's phone number and we call your mom? Can we do that?
I offer you that. Parents. I have no idea.
Can we go? No.
What's your last name?
No, give me my phone.
What's your
Can
last
someone get security?
Give me my
I'll let you use my number.
No, I don't want to use my phone. I'll use my phone. No.
No.
Yes.
Call
No.
your mom from my
No,
phone.
I want to call my mom from my phone.
No,
Do you even live here?
Yes, I live here.
And you're doing wheelies down the front?
Yes, and I told him to stop. He laughed in my face.
Leave him alone.
Just stop touching him.
Calm down. Don't get aggressive. Here, give me the phone. I'm going to the clubhouse. No, go loud.
Can you tell me where you live?
Give me my phone. Give me my phone.
Ring it. He's popping the kid. Does anybody know the kid?
I'm trying to figure out where he lives.
It's ringing.
Give me my phone. Can you tell me where you live?
It's ringing.
Do you know where he lives? Okay, I'm videoing it.
So, can we get security here, please?
I mean, just so you guys know, this is the reason why I got tough. Because I got bullied all the way up till I was 13 years old. I couldn't stand it. I couldn't stand being bullied. I hated it so bad. But the good part about being bullied all those years after I became a state-level grappler, after that I was never a bully, and I never will be, because it's wrong to beat people up. You take my phone away from me, this makes my blood boil. Take the kid's phone away from him so he can't call his parents.
Give me my phone.
I'm going to let you know. Well, tell him.
Yeah. You know where he lives? Give me my phone.
Security comes here.
Give me my phone.
I'm
on the video like I'm
Give me my phone.
Hey. I don't know how many times I told you to stay off. He's just had surgery.
He took my phone and he pushed me up my fucking
curious to know what's really going on. Can't do that to him, though. Blow the whistle, tell him to stop. He says you have no...
Wait, do me a favor.
Why are you so
wait,
charged
do
up?
me a favor. What are you doing?
He's
I need my
attacking
phone.
me.
I'm calling my mom. Give me my phone.
Wait.
I said...
Hey! What's wrong with you?
What's wrong with you taking his phone away from him?
Just relax, because you're going to end up getting hurt. Just relax.
You're going to end up getting hurt?
Just relax.
Stop.
Just relax.
I need my phone. I want my phone.
Everybody's offering you their phone.
Not from this phone. You want to call us?
He won't tell us who he is. I can tell him, let me use my phone.
Why are you wrestling?
I want my phone.
Okay, wait, listen to me.
It's going
Stop,
to...
bitch. Relax. Listen to me. Relax.
He took my phone, he threw me up on my...
The guy's losing his mind. Relax! Like he's the one actually losing his shit. He wants to control everybody and everything.
Why are you wrestling?
I want my phone.
Okay, wait, listen to me.
It's going to
Stop,
Mitch.
Relax.
Wait, listen to me. Stop, Mitch.
I can tell him, let me use my
Why are
phone.
you
and call
wrestling?
your dad. I want my phone.
Okay, wait, listen to me.
It's going to
Stop,
Mitch.
Mitch. Relax. Listen to me. Relax.
He took my phone, he threw me up on bike, he said me and I have it all on video.
Yeah, I'd like to see that because that's made up.
I have it on video.
I asked you to stop. Come here. No, I asked you to stop. You laughed in my face. I fell off my bike. You laughed in my face. Then I got your phone, and I never touched it. That's what happened. I said, let's go to security. You refused to go. I said, give me your name. You refused to go.
Why isn't security here?
I don't know.
I see that's pulling out now up there.
Because
Anybody know him?
security sucks, which is why these kids act like this.
Listen to this woman. She's horrible.
The kids should have some respect in this neighborhood.
There's no respect.
There's none. They don't. They don't have a job. They're not paying the bills. It's ridiculous.
He hit me and threw me off the line.
I didn't tell you did.
One of my best friends. But
We need security here. You keep copping the wheelie.
Give me my phone.
Mitch.
You'll get it when security.
No, I want it now.
You're not getting it when security. Go right to
Give me
security.
my phone.
We'll go right to security. Anybody else go to the phone?
No, I want it.
I know he's not.
Watch his knee. He's got a bad.
You'll be shocked to know that these are all people who have a particular background. See if you can figure out what it is.
What's wrong with these other kids?
Guys, go home. I want my phone.
Stop! Yes, stop!
He can't wrestle me.
I could wrestle you, but he's not wrestling.
I need my phone. He hit me.
You know, there's something called juvie. There is something called juvie, and you touch him, and you'll go to juvie.
Something called Jew-V, which is all the people here. Every one of them.
Don't touch me. Don't touch me.
Stop.
Don't touch me. Don't touch me.
Where's security?
And the same applies. Don't touch him.
That guy just tripped the kid. Did you see it? The bald guy who said, wait a minute, stop, Mitch! And he screamed. Watch the bald guy in the white shorts with the black shirt. Watch him trip the kid.
Don't touch him.
Did you see it? Oh, it wasn't him. It was the guy in the jeans. So it was the guy in the jeans. He tries to trip that little kid.
Don't touch me. Don't touch me.
Where's security?
And the same applies. Don't touch him.
He tried to trip the kid. Wow, bullies. Absolute bullies. I hate these kinds of people.
So now these little idiots are fighting. What the hell is this place?
It's the place that you created.
For sure. That's what I just told the student. For sure.
Something's not right with the kid.
You agree with me, correct?
This is the same kid for the pickleball court.
Is he? Is he the same? Oh my God.
My dad would have slapped me down in front of everyone.
Absolutely.
My dad would have slapped me down in front of everybody. And the woman says, absolutely. This was a conversation I was having with Cody High Roller today on the phone. And when we post on Facebook and even on YouTube, the demographic is older, basically. A lot of boomers, Gen X, and then you have your mix of millennials and Gen Z. But Gen Z and Alpha, they use more TikTok, Instagram, upscrolled. They use more progressive apps than the conservative apps of YouTube and Facebook. So these people were beat when they were children. I got beat as a kid too. I think it's repulsive. I couldn't imagine beating a kid, turning him over and smacking him and going crazy. I could not do that to a kid. Like that's not who I am. I've never done it. I'll never do it. I gave one of my nephews a swat one time. I've talked about it on this channel before. But this right here, this part, to me, is a microcosm of who these people are.
Oh my God.
My dad would have slapped me down in front of everyone.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. And he's walking around like, yeah, my dad would have smacked me down. I'm so proud of that. I'm so proud my dad would have smacked me down.
I'd be grounded for a year.
For what?
This is ridiculous. This is what Lotus is. What happens? You know how the kids do their wheelies?
So that's what it's about, by the way. It's
When security comes, we're giving it right to security.
Where is it?
and look at the nonsense. Calm down, calm down.
Call your mom. Can we do that?
I offer him that. Parents. I have no idea.
Can we go? No.
What's your last name?
No, give me my phone.
What's your
So I'm going to show you how this whole thing started. They were upset that the kid was doing wheelies on his e-bike. Even though there's not a law that says you can't do wheelies on an e-bike, they just didn't like what he was doing, and they didn't want him to do wheelies. So I had to screen record this. This is really a tight vision, but you'll see it. It's Boca Raton. So that guy right there threw a water bottle off at the kid and knocked him off. See that right there? There it is right there. See him throwing the water bottle? He threw the water bottle at the kid and knocked him off the bike. Knocked him off the e-bike. Pretty nuts. There it is right there. He's throwing that water bottle. Now I'm going to give you the background on this thing. So the main adult was Mitchell Schumann. Mitchell Schumann, our greatest ally. Man in the blue shirt works as a claimant representative for a New York law firm. He's in Florida, down there for his vacation home. Other adults involved, multiple men and women, surround the child. The investigation is ongoing. A group of grown-ass adults in Lotus Edge gated community in West Boca Raton, Florida, just got caught attacking a kid on video. On April 4th, 2026, Mitchell Schumann and several other adults chased down a young boy on his e-bike because he was doing wheelies. They threw a water bottle at him to dismount him, yanked him off the bike, physically restrained him, and stole his phone while the kid was screaming, "Give me my phone." One of the adults, Mitchell Schumann, has now been charged with battery and theft. The cowards couldn't call security. They just had to put their hands on a kid over some wheelies. Straight up bully behavior. So then, let me see how far the docket is. How far are the charges along? Anybody else charged? Because the guy with the bald head tried to trip him. We saw plain as day tried to trip a 12-year-old kid. And that was the last time I got beat up. 12 years old. By 3 kids in high school. Jumped me and threw me in a mud puddle. And there was 3 of them. I think I wrestled 85 pounds when I was in junior high school. 85 pounds. My weight class was 85 pounds. And these 3 high school kids who were seniors and juniors jumped me and beat me up and threw me in a mud puddle. I remember going home and crying. And then I remember swearing to God that I would never get beat up again. And besides practicing and fighting with trained fighters who fight in the UFC and Strike Force and won championship, in those rings, sometimes I got beat up. I'm not the toughest guy in the world. But since that happened to me when I was 12, I've never been beaten up on the street ever again. And I never will be, because I train for it, because I'm not going to get beat up on the street. You're not just going to beat me up. That's not how it's going to go. That's not how it's going to go. So this says... Oh, was there more? Any more arrests? Because I think they all should be charged. Every single person that touched that kid, only Mitchell Schumann has been charged. His charges were upgraded from simple battery to battery plus misdemeanor theft. The case is now with the Palm Beach State's attorney. Palm Beach County Sheriff's Office says the investigation is ongoing. They've identified other adults, both men and women in the video, but no additional charges. Boy, I'm transferring away from ChatGPT and I'm moving over to Grok on X because ChatGPT, the guy who owns it, the guy who's the Sam Altman. He's being charged. His sister said that she raped him, that he raped her, and I will not support that. I will not support that at all whatsoever. So I'm going to close my ChatGPT account, and I'm going to miss it because there's some good things I've enjoyed on ChatGPT, but I am not going to support a dude whose sister says that he raped her. And that just came out. I just found out about that. So I'll be closing down my ChatGPT account. Unfortunately, because I really enjoyed it. Now, I think that we may have seen this a long time ago, but this guy comes out, San Diego police start shooting rubber bullets, then realize the dog while he was standing there with his hands up. Then realizing the dog, they sick the dog on this guy. So plain as day, this guy's got his hands up and he's surrendering. Why did they shoot him with a taser when clear as day he was surrendering? I don't understand what's going on. No, he's got his hands like this. That wasn't even a taser. That was a beanbag out of a shotgun. I mean, juxtapose it. Look, they're all dressed up in army gear, sticks, tasers, bulletproof vests, all that stuff. Here's this dude wearing a pair of shorts, curled up in a ball on the ground, and they're afraid. Those guys are all afraid.
On camera. They shot me. I am not locked up. I am not. I didn't
Gio.
know I'm right here on my property. I'm not concerned.
Look, you can see he doesn't have any bulges, like guns on his waistband. He's got his hands up. The guy's a stick figure. This guy weighs 130 pounds, maybe 140 at the top.
I got the biggest lawsuit in Hey, stop! Stop! Stop!
You gotta be fucking kidding me, dude.
Please!
The dog doesn't know what to do because the man's not aggressive. The dog is trained to attack an aggressive person.
Stop! Stop! Why are you trying to shoot me? Why are you trying to help? Help!
Shot him again. Now the dog tears. Oh my God. Oh my God. Why? 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 Oh my God. Oh my God. San Diego man in shorts, and he clearly is surrendering. And the cops shoot him with rubber bullets and sick a dog on him. Wow. I'm seeing, and I'm learning that Grok on X, I can't stand the X platform. It's a bunch of our greatest allies over there. And, oh, is that it? In October of 2024, the Encanto neighborhood 31-year-old Marcus Evans walks out of the house in nothing but his shorts, shirtless, barefoot, hands in the air, clearly surrendering and saying, "I have no weapon." The pigs still shot him with 3 beanbag rounds, hitting him in the stomach, shin, and groin. Then they put a canine dog on him. He was unarmed, no charges stuck, and the city just paid him $875,000 because it was an excessive force claim. Wow. Did they even have to go to court? Did he even have to sue? Because, it's plain as day. This guy walks out like this. He's clearly surrendered. But it's not because he's black, right? They would do this to a white dude in shorts? Less likely. Less likely. Marcus Evans filed a pre-lawsuit claim against the city of San Diego October 24th. When the city didn't resolve it, he filed a full federal lawsuit in March of 2025, accusing the officers of excessive force. The San Diego City Council approved in September of 2025 a settlement after the lawsuit was filed. He didn't get the money nicely. He didn't get the money by asking nicely. And you know what I've always said? Well, I've been saying it lately. If the cops are sued or the city has to pay out, then the cops automatically have to be criminally charged. And until we get that in place, we're always going to have these terrible, terrible problems. Terrible problems with these cops. It's how it's going to go. Oh, wow. I don't know if you're going to be able to see this or not, but I wanted to read this to you guys. Hopefully we can. It's on Yahoo, so hopefully we can actually see it. Okay, we can see it. Great. Let me shrink this down a little bit. So Sonia Sotomayor, while she lost her mind. Oh, you can't scroll. Maybe I can here. No, you can't. Damn it. Damn it. I can't scroll. Let me just read this to you. So the Supreme Court has itself to blame for the flood of emergency appeals it's now receiving. We've done it to ourselves, Sotomayor said in an appearance at the Alabama Law School. The newspapers are filled with reports. The newspapers are filled with reports about how many emergency motions we're receiving. It's unprecedented in the court's history. The Trump administration has filed about 30 emergency applications with the Supreme Court over the last 15 months, winning 80% of them. Many of the decisions are 6-3 along ideological lines. Sotomayor attributed this administrative victories to what she's called the new presumption by several of her colleagues that any time federal government policies are halted, that generates the kind of irreparable harm that justifies the high court step in. There's a disagreement among us right now, said Sotomayor. There are members of my court who believe that when Congress passes a law, it causes Congress and the people irreparable harm to have that law ignored. It has changed the paradigm of the Supreme Court. Sotomayor struck a similar theme in a dissent last year after the court green-lighted Trump's administration's policy of stepping up deportations. Other litigants must follow the rules, but the administration has the Supreme Court on speed dial. Critics have faulted the High Court for resolving too many weighty disputes in its emergency or shadow docket with little or no explanation. Of course, I mean, we're living in a dystopian society. We're living in the worst of the society. This is the worst it's ever been in our country. Authoritarianism, genocide, Trump getting up to saying, oh, we're just going to kill the people in the boats. We're just going to bomb them. We're going to end a civilization. It's the worst in our history. There's never been anything this bad. It has been a horrible, horrible ride, and I can't wait till this guy's out of office. I really can't. If you guys support him, you're welcome to. I can't stand the guy. I quite literally cannot stand him. Oh yeah. Homestead Police Chief. Miami police officers facing criminal charges after surveillance show him slamming a handcuffed man into the wall. Watch this. He's going to slam into the wall. Just horrible. It's Homestead Police Department. Let me see if I have a YouTube link for this. Let me see if I can get a YouTube link for this bad chicken. I found this on, I think I found it on, yeah, overall. Here's the best one. Okay. I got it. Here's the YouTube video. This will be a lot better than this MP4 that I screen recorded. So let me cut this bad chicken off. Let's go over here. Get rid. There it is.
A Homestead police officer relieved of duty tonight and facing serious charges. He's accused of slamming a man's head into a wall, and the bloody scene caught on a police station camera. CBS 4's Hank Tester is live at the Miami-Dade State Attorney's Office with more. Hank?
Well, the county attorney was certainly talking tough today, and this officer out on bond, $10,000, and probably fighting to save his law enforcement career. Let's take a look. It was the tale of the
Oh my
tape,
God.
the bloody surveillance
Oh my
video
God.
that got Homestead cop.
Did you see that? Did you see that shit? I just want to make sure that I'm not too far over. Okay, so I think we're going to get a better angle like this. He straight shoves this guy face first into the wall with his hands torture cuffed behind his back.
And probably fighting to save his law enforcement career. Let's take a look. It was the.
Look at that. Holy shit.
It was.
Oh my God. Oh my freaking God. Put a 1 in the chat if that's some bullshit right there. That is some bullshit. He slammed that guy. He could have killed that man. And let me get my big fat head out of the way. I think you can still hear me. Give me a 5x5 or put 44 blast in the chat. 44 blast if you can still hear me. Because I just turned the camera off. But give me a 44 blast if you can hear me in the chat.
It was the tale of the tape, the bloody surveillance video that got Homestead cop Lester Brown in big trouble. The cop, says the state attorney, told one story, the video another.
It's despicable, it's intolerable, it's conduct that really no community should at any time have to suffer through.
Okay, so that's the announcement they make publicly, but the truth is they're going to protect this guy all the way through to the end.
Case and
Thank you.
sensitive times in police-community relations. The state attorney making it clear slamming a handcuffed prisoner up against the jailhouse wall is, in her words,
Officer Brown's actions were not only improper, but they were crimes.
The state attorney said it happened.
I mean, does she look like she's a big drinker to you guys? I mean, to me, she looks like one of those chicks that gets off, or dude, whatever, one of those persons that gets off work and she hits the sauce pretty hard. I mean, at least she's saying, at least she's saying the right things right here.
In her words,
Officer Brown's actions were not only improper, but they were crimes.
the state attorney said it happened last December as Jose Garcia Alvarado is taken into custody on charges of being drunk and resisting arrest. Officer Brown charged with felony battery and official misconduct because the state attorney says he inaccurately reported that Garcia Alvarado was being combative. After this incident, Garcia Alvarado taken to the hospital where surgical glue was used to heal his wounds. The state attorney says Garcia Alvarado is a hardworking migrant who's also undocumented, but she says that doesn't.
Oh my God! Look at it from the other angle. Look at it from this angle. I'll zoom in on this bad chicken so you can see it better. But this is horrific. Look at this angle right here. He plants this guy's face into the wall.
Garcia Alvarado is a hardworking migrant who's also.
What the did we just see? What are we looking at here?
Undocumented, but she says that doesn't matter in this case.
That victims are victims. And we're not particularly interested in your legal status.
In a telephone interview, Brown's attorney says the charges are excessive.
Well, I'm disappointed with the state attorney's office. I think once again they've chosen to overcharge a police officer. I believe that the officer thought that this man was some type of a threat and did a movement for him in a split second.
What? He said he believes that the cop was sure he was some kind of threat. Really? Show me the threat here. Let me zoom in on this thing so you guys can see it. Show me where the threat is. I'm just dying to see it. How is Jose Garcia a threat at all?
Officer thought that this man was some type of a threat and did a movement for him in a split second, decided to create space between himself and this prisoner.
There it is right there. How do you know they're pigs? I mean, how do you know the entire fucking thing is disgusting and there's a bunch of fucking pigs in there? He had to make a split-second decision because Jose Garcia, with chained and shackled with his wrist behind his back, locked in a fucking dungeon, You got to slam him head first into the wall.
Man was. Well, I'm disappointed with the stage.
So, C. Michael Cornley, Brown's attorney. I would love to get him on the phone. King Braveheart.
Attorney's office, I think once again they've chosen to overcharge a police officer. I believe that the officer thought that this man was some type of a threat and in a movement for him in a split second decided to create.
So where's the good cops? Where are the good cops? You figure that these good cops right here would jump on this guy who just did this, but nobody does.
Between himself and this prisoner.
Well, the Homestead Police Chief says the officer is suspended without pay as the investigation continues.
Wow.
Mike Tester, CBS
At least they suspended him without pay, right? Roger Bond, what's up, Playboy? The people actually, Geo's in the house. What's going on? I saw Jeff Hates Pigs. Jeff Hates Pigs. Jeff Hates Pigs was in the chat earlier. What's up, Playboy? I think we have a couple more of these MP4 videos that I recorded. I screen recorded because I want to show them to you guys. This is that same video we just saw. Yeah, this one right here.
That fucking still. Look, just because you talk about shit there, doesn't mean you should be doing that. What the fuck am I doing? That's crazy.
Bro, just chill, bro. Bro, just chill, bro. I'm not doing anything wrong.
Just makes my blood boil. Look at them, just attacking this kid. Wow, man. I'm talking, wow, this is some dog shit people. Dog shit human beings. I mean, really. Some of the worst shit. Oh, you guys see this yet? I'm not sure if you guys have seen this yet. You'll enjoy this. This is actually pretty funny. I mean, it's not funny because the guy's obviously mental. But this is some wacky shit right here. Don't let this guy in your house, whatever you do. So this guy is losing his fucking mind. He's losing his mind. He crashed. They call it a crash out. We used to call it a freak out. But watch this guy lose his mind.
Hello?
Hi there. Can you open this door, please?
For what?
I just want to make sure that everything's okay. There seems to be something going on.
What do you mean?
I don't know. I just figured I'd check on something.
He doesn't even know the guy.
I don't know what you want, man. Get out of my house.
Open this fucking door. Where's your daughter, man? Where's your daughter, man?
What are you talking about?
Where's your daughter? Who's in there with you?
Bro, if you don't
open
leave...
this fucking door. Open this door. I'm breaking it fucking down. You understand me?
Leave my house. You don't...
Are you okay? Is everyone in this house okay?
What? Everyone's okay. What do you want? Can you leave my house, please?
Can you open the door, please?
You have nothing to do with my house. Can you leave my house?
You know what my name is?
I don't know who you are. You don't belong to this neighborhood. That's for sure.
This is my neighborhood, though.
What?
Yeah, I live there. I don't know you.
My name is Harry Dresden, motherfucker. Open the door. This is my neighborhood.
What?
Open the fucking door.
What? What? My name is Harry Dresden, motherfucker. Open the door.
No, or I will fucking end you. Do you understand me?
So, listen. Me personally, I could step outside and beat him up, right? Would I step outside? No, I would not. I recommend that if there's a crazy guy at your door knocking on it, you leave the door locked. That's it. Leave the door locked. Don't go out there. Oh my God, that guy is completely and utterly lost. Poor bastard, man. Can you imagine the life he's actually living? Like, he is so miserable and so unhappy. Like, he's in big trouble. He's not going to make it. You know what I mean? Like, he's not going to make it. He's going to have big problems. You know what's funny is you can hardly, and there's, by the way, these are popping up all over the place because people have Ring cameras. And so I'll show you one more and then we'll get to a pullover I wanted to show you guys. But here's another one with the crazy person. This woman is completely nuts, just like the other guy was a second ago. But she thinks she owns this house where the person lives.
You're not American. Get off of my property. You're not American. Get off my property. Did you have something to do with 9/11, Jackoff?
What?
Can you get out? You're not American. Get off my property. And if you can get away with it, because I'm American, it's my property.
I'm gonna kill
Okay, then give me your full name.
Insane.
Go for it, bitch. Show me some illegal paperwork, because I know you didn't buy this house. You don't have enough money.
Wow, it's just creepy.
Get off my property. Is Mike and Leslie your real estate agent?
Oh my God, she's freaking nuts. I can't watch it. I saw it earlier. I wanted to share it with you guys, but it's just weird.
Final chance.
Police officer. Why are you? What the? What the? I'm not even resisting. I'm not even speeding or nothing. Stop.
On U.S. Highway 1-inch Port Street, Lucy, 7 ruling in
step out of the car.
I am, but why can't I argue?
Get out.
Is a lawful traffic stop, may order the driver out. No additional explanation is required.
No, it used to be required. You used to have to, the cop used to have to actually believe that you're armed and presently dangerous. But that's all changed now. Now cops can do whatever they want to us.
Your car and park and step out of the car.
I am, but why can't I argue?
Get out of the car. Step out of the car.
See, she should have pulled down her Fifth Amendment auto plaque that you get on delete Lawz. Look at the thickness of this bad chicken. And she should have invoked her Fifth Amendment right. That's what she should have done from the very beginning.
No, you're going to step out of this car.
I am, but I'm going to make a phone call.
Okay, step out of this car.
Okay. But why?
Now.
Why?
Because I'm giving you an order to step out of the car.
But why are we giving me an order?
That shit.
You can get out of this car on your own power, or I'm going to assist you out of this car.
On the phone.
Step out of the car.
Why?
Because I'm giving you a law.
See, that shit has got to end. The cops can just get you out of the car for no good reason because they just want to get you out of the car so they can investigate you to try to find a reason to arrest you. That's the truth.
Order to step out of the
and
car.
I will. But I want to know why. Why are you asking me to step out of the car?
Because I'm giving you a lawful order to step out of the car.
I want to know why.
Right.
Why are we asking?
Right. Why are you asking me to get out of the car? Like, I mean, I think that that's a perfectly fair question. Why are you asking me to get out of the car? For what reason do I need to get out of the car? I don't know. What's going on, Nikki? I saw Nikki had a question or something.
Me me to step out of the car?
Because I gave you a lawful order. Step out of the car.
Okay, but I want to know why.
Step out of the car.
Fair question. Fair question.
Step out of the car now.
Put a 1 in the chat if it's a fair question. It's perfectly fair to want to know why you have to get out of the car.
I will. Can you give me a second?
No. You are stepping out of this car
Why can't you give me a second?
now. Because I gave you a lawful order. Step out of the car.
Give me a second.
Power tripping pigs, man. Power tripping fucking pigs.
Did Andre Menace call you and tell you to pull me over or something?
No.
Okay, so
Your reckless behavior and driving is why I'm pulling you over.
I was right behind the
You're doing 83 miles an hour in a 45-mile-an-hour speed zone. You're cutting
I
out
was
of
behind regular traffic. I was literally in between
I'm
traffic.
giving you one last opportunity, and now I'm going to tell you
when
what
you
happened.
Close your lights on.
Okay. I'm going to tell you what's going to happen. You're either going to step out of this car on your own power.
Me over or somebody else.
No, I intentionally pulled you over. I have stopped you for a lawful reason.
Danelle Brown with 5 gifted memberships. What's up, Danelle Brown? Sundee is in the chat. Nikki got a membership. What's up, Nikki? PB, that's not PB. June Morrison got a membership. Oakview got a membership. The Dude, the Big Lebowski, and Y4K Gaming V2 got a membership.
Giving you a lawful order to exit this vehicle. If you choose to,
Thanks, Danelle Brown.
Order,
Thank you.
I'm going to assist you out of this car. If you resist, I'm going to tase you.
Door.
Step out of the car.
I shouldn't have even
now.
opened my door for you. You should respect that alone.
Okay. This is your final opportunity. Step out of the car.
White. Like, let's be for real.
Okay, you're under arrest. Step out of the car.
Arrest for what?
There it is. Now you're under arrest. Everybody welcome them to Team DLZ. Thanks for coming, man. I appreciate it. She's under arrest for what? Because she doesn't respect his authority, and so now she has to be under arrest? Make sure you guys are subscribed. Hit the subscribe button.
Reckless driving and refusing a lawful order.
I wasn't reckless driving.
Yes, you were. Step out of the car.
Call your sheriff.
I'm sure they're on their way.
Yeah.
Step out of the car.
No.
Step out of the car.
No.
Thanks, Nick.
And
I'm going to explain this to you. When that next unit gets here, I'm going to pull you out of this car.
And I want to see your sheriff. Because now
I don't work for
you're
the sheriff's office.
Much. You're doing too much. No. You're not taking me to jail for what?
You're under arrest for reckless driving.
Under arrest for what?
Reckless driving.
On US
So the cop can just decide that you're reckless. That you're a reckless driver because he says so.
Doing the same speed limit. What speed limit was I doing, officer? The officer is trying to pull me over talking about I was reckless driving while I'm on US 1 doing the same speed limit everybody f***ing doing. Yeah. This, what's her name?
It's Officer Applebaum.
Officer Dre.
No, it's not here.
Officer Dre Applebaum. Officer Dre K Applebaum 926. Officer, pulled me over. I'm on US 1. He talking about I'm reckless driving. When I'm doing the same speed limit, I'm doing the same speed limit everybody else is fucking doing.
Right.
No,
You shouldn't be arrested.
He's telling me to get out.
You should not. The only reason you should ever be arrested is if you're a total danger to society. And with her car being there, if she's really that reckless, you could take the car. She doesn't have to go to a fucking dungeon.
Trying to tell me that I'm under arrest. And that I am thinking about Adriana. I gotta be there to pick her up. I gotta pick my daughter up at her daycare by 6 o'clock.
He doesn't care.
How am I gonna do?
The cop doesn't care. You hear the other cops running red? As soon as they get there, hey, thanks, Nick, for the super chat. I appreciate that, brother. Shoot me an email. Want to get rid of Terry versus Ohio? Help you in the Superior Court of Wisconsin. I'm limited to what I can do for you or say publicly, but you can email me what you got, Nick.
I don't know how I'm gonna do that because this motherfucker is over here trying to take me to jail
I don't think that would have helped her, Gabriel. I don't think it would have helped at all.
for doing some imaginary, unlawful speed. But you can't.
As soon as those other cops get there, this cop is going to attack her. And I haven't seen this yet.
Go faster than what the the traffic is doing on US 1. So how the am I speeding?
So they're running red like that. They're running with lights and sirens and weaving through traffic for a girl who's already pulled over, no longer a danger to anybody, but they got to get there because they got to arrest her.
Are they speeding?
This is your final opportunity. Step out of the car.
Okay, you see this other copper pulling up here? Now what's going to happen is this cop is going to attack her.
This is your final opportunity. It's a lawful order. I'm a Florida certified police officer giving you a lawful command. Step out of the car.
You see how he's escalating his voice, and yeah, I'm the authority around here.
Final chance.
Certified police officer.
There it is.
What?
As soon as the other cop comes up, it's time to attack her.
It's a lawful order. I'm a Florida certified police officer giving you a lawful command. Step out of the car. Final chance.
Certified police officer. Why are you? What the? What the? I'm not even resisting. I'm not even speeding or nothing.
Stop. Stop.
What the is this? What the is this?
Stop.
You can't even read me right. I ain't even do nothing.
Charles 9329.
I have not done anything wrong. My daughter has to be picked up by 6 o'clock at her daycare.
Yes, on all units, we're clear.
What are you arresting me for?
You know, I'm going to tell you this. If she had used the Fifth Amendment auto plaque, it used to be a trifold. I turned it into acrylic so that you can hold it and squeeze it, right? If she had followed these steps, start filming, hands go to touchdown position, invoke the Fifth Amendment. He asks you where you're coming from or where you're going. He demands you out of the car. Yes, I will exit. If she had followed the Fifth Amendment auto plaque, if she had followed it, she wouldn't be in this position. Like, just straight up wouldn't be in this position. Because we create a policy, procedure, and protocol that we use. If she had followed the policies that I teach you on this channel, she wouldn't be going through this right now. But she doesn't have one of these. She doesn't watch this channel.
What are you arresting me for? I didn't do anything.
Come back over.
I didn't do anything.
She's got to pick up her daughter at 6 o'clock, but they don't care about that. They just want to arrest her. Just like they just want to arrest you.
You have anything on you?
No, and I have to fucking pee.
Okay, cool.
How are you speeding in this traffic? How are you speeding in this traffic? How are you speeding in this? How?
And they don't care. They just want to put us in jail, take us to the dungeon, impound our car, and steal our money.
You cannot do this.
Yeah, they can. Yeah, they can.
You can't do this.
They get away with it every day.
You gotta even read me my rights. I didn't do
Every day they
anything
get away
wrong
with this shit. Every single day.
You didn't even tell me what the fuck I did to get arrested. What are we doing?
Sit in the car.
You didn't even tell me what I did to be arrested.
Sit in the car.
What are we doing?
Sit in the car.
No.
Sit in the car. Sit in the car.
All right, man, listen, you're about to get tased.
What are we doing?
They're going to tase her, but she's already in chains with her wrists shackled behind her back. But now they need to electrocute her because they're betas.
You're about to get tased.
Sit in the car.
You're about to get tased.
For what?
Get in the
I didn't
car.
even do anything.
Sit in the car.
I didn't even do anything.
It's just morbid and sick.
How am I speeding?
It's just morbid and sick. Dale Southern! What's up, Playboy?
83 and a 45.
Thanks for the super chat, Dale. Love you too, buddy.
miles an hour and a 45 mile
I
speed
was
zone.
doing 83 miles an hour.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
And then as I try to catch up to you, you start cutting in and out of traffic without signaling.
All the officers was after me.
And it's not because she's black and he has a prejudice. No, that's not it.
Oh, you're just the only one that supposedly caught me speeding. From all the way from fucking Melaleuca. Yeah. You're the only one from Melaleuca. Drenton Circle, Melaleuca. I've been doing the same fucking speed. I grew up here.
Okay.
I graduated from fucking St. Lucie, West Centennial. I know that I make lights change at night when you flash your lights. I know these streets. This my motherfucking shit. Okay? My streets. Ain't no fucking way you gonna sit here and tell me I was speeding.
Backyard Audits with the $5 super chat. Thanks, Backyard. Appreciate you, buddy. Thank you for the support.
And you're the only officer that ever called.
Oh, yeah. Bootlickers
in my
love this
whole
shit.
life.
They love it.
I'm 32 years old. I grew up here. Okay. Don't fucking do that.
See, they don't care.
Because they're not gonna win that.
They don't care. They don't give a shit. They don't care about us. They only care about themselves and their blue team. They're no longer black or white, even race. They just go by blue. And they all wear that badge and they all carry that taser and they all think that they are God. And he doesn't give a shit about her life. She's got to pick up her daughter at 6. He could have pulled her over and said, hey, you got to slow down. You're weaving in and out of traffic. You can't drive like that. Can you slow down for me? And then could have just let her go. But nope. He has to try to ruin her. And this could ruin her life. It sounds like she has split custody with her ex-husband or baby daddy.
Here, I'm 926.
I'm going to read this to you so you have an understanding.
I mean, there's the prick right there. You want to see what a prick looks like? Right there. That's a prick right there.
Any of that.
You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can be used against you in court. You have the right to talk to a lawyer for advice before you ask any questions and have him or her present during questioning if you wish. If you decide to answer questions now, you will still have the right to stop answering at any time until you talk to a lawyer. You also have the right to stop answering at any time until you talk to a lawyer. Do you understand the rights that I've explained to you?
Okay, Applebaum.
That was the hall monitor. This was the narc in school that told the teacher if you had a candy bar in your desk. This guy was the biggest fucking douchebag that was in his class. And he still is a douchebag. No, you're going 83. I gotta get you. It makes me fucking sick.
Do you have any questions about the rights that I've explained to you?
I'm gonna make sure.
And there's almost no recourse. You guys are gonna see it. I wanted to quit every one of my lawsuits. I wanted to quit them all. But I'm not going to. I'm going to finish them all. I'm going to lose most of them because you can't get justice in this fucking country because the Supreme Court fucks us. They straight up fuck us over at the Supreme Court. That's what's going on.
The judge speaks to you.
Having these rights in mind, do you wish to answer my questions at this moment in time?
I'm not answering shit.
Awesome. I can smell a clear odor of alcohol coming out of the back of this car right now, and there's empty containers inside of that car.
That
Okay.
was hours ago, though, at the beach and all. Do you want to do a trust test?
A trust test? I don't know what that
Whatever
is.
the fuck they call it. I've never been pulled over for what the
Well, I suspect that you're under the influence of alcohol right now.
Try it then.
I'm asking if you were, will you participate in roadside field sobriety test?
And let's do the test then. That's the
How is she going to do a roadside field sobriety test when you got her in torture cuffs in the back of a car? Listen to me, people. Even if you don't have the Fifth Amendment auto plaque, you invoke your Fifth Amendment and you don't talk to cops. It didn't help her at all. Arguing didn't help her. Salam Allah, Rap Boy Ninja didn't help her. Rancho didn't help her. Patriot.
Are you willing to participate in this?
do it.
All right. Just sit tight. We're going to go somewhere else.
Somewhere else where?
We're going to go to our station. We're going to do
Here, why you gotta take me somewhere else?
Because you already fought with us once. I'm not taking you out of handcuffs out here. We're going to go to a secure location.
Look at his fingernails. Look how long his unkept fingernails are. You got to keep those nails tight. You got to keep your nails tight so you don't scratch people. But look how long that fingernail is.
The fuck here. There's 2 lines on the road.
Look how long his fingernail is.
Right now. Like right in front of my car. What's the problem? You're not
perfect
taking me
area
nowhere
out of
secretly. I'm sorry to tell you that. If you...
Oh yeah, do the best you can. Make her look like she is just a terrible human being.
DCF is gonna be called soon. My daughter's gonna be taken. I'm gonna have a vengeance. I'm gonna most likely lose my life for bombing y'all shit up and trying to kill everybody. So what are we doing? What shit? What are you talking about? Talking about I'm speeding. You don't know what the speeding is in a Mazda M3. Suck my dick! Go pick up my daughter, bitch!
After more than a dozen refusals, the officer warns that continued non-compliance will result in arrest. The driver continues
Oh,
to...
shut your fucking mouth, you bootlicking channel. Shut your fucking mouth, dude. I can't handle the bootlicking bullshit they say. I just can't take it. It makes me want to vomit.
And losing the required pattern indicators consistent with impairment.
Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up, dude. Shut the...
Before you get out of the car.
Revan, what's up, buddy?
Because I see you got gloves on.
Yahweh's in the chat.
We're here for you to participate in roadside field sobriety exercises.
And what?
For you to do the...
Drop zone.
We're calling the truth test. It's called roadside field sobriety exercises. That's what we're here for.
Well, we could have done it right where we were, and you could have let me go so I can go pick up my daughter.
Right.
On time.
So we're going to walk
No.
Okay,
Oh, no, they can't. They want to impound your car. It makes them more money. They want to take you to the dungeon. More money for the state. More money for Core Civic and Geo Group.
Okay, what you need to pull me from the back, let's do it. Because the quicker, the better I can go get my daughter. I don't want to hear anything other than you can be released and
So we know this. She hasn't been to the dungeon before because if you go in at that time, you're not getting out by 6 p.m. So she's not an experienced person going to jail. What's up, Playboy? What's up, Playboy? What's going on, Bobblehead Dad?
If at any point in time you start resisting,
I wasn't resisting you in the first place.
Okay?
I wasn't resisting you
We're not doing that. We're not doing that. I can't stand hearing that.
in the first place.
Step out here. We're going to go in here.
Okay. Officer, what are we doing?
There's a camera there, there's a camera there, and there's a camera there. All right? This whole area is recorded. We're not even recording it.
What are we doing? What are we doing? And then now we're going to walk the line.
Go ahead. Let's come down here. I'm going to start down here. As I explained.
Like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And then turn around.
As I explained.
I don't remember how you explained turn around. I'm just going. 1, 2, 3. Right? That's how it's turn. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We made it 9 and not 10.
Poor lady. She has no idea that they're just setting her up to put her in a dungeon. She has no clue.
I want you to look down at the tip of your raised foot and count out loud. 1001, 1002. You understand?
No.
What's confusing?
I can't even say the alphabet backwards. Can you?
I didn't ask you to do anything backwards.
1001. 1000. So 1000 what?
No, I said to stop. It's not unreasonably long time.
Okay. Until you're ready to get me an DUI. That's what you're doing. All right. 1001. 1002. 1003. What am I going to?
And just so you know, I work out all the time. I don't know if I could do those tests. I have no idea.
Do you have any questions about that?
1001. 1002. 1003. 1004. 1005. 1006. 1000.
Put your foot down. Don't start it.
Oh, don't go now. Wait. Don't go now. Don't go now. Just wait. Marcus, can you email me that? I want to see that. I'm going to put my email address in there.
Do you have any questions?
I already said no.
Begin.
1001. 1002. 1003. 1004. 1005. 1006. 1007. Well, I said 1000 for each number. 1008. 1009. 1010. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20.
Looks like she did it just fine to me.
26, 27.
It looks like she's doing it just fine to me. She's even kind of clowning around with it.
29, 1030. Are we still going? 31, 32, 33.
There you go.
Relax. But you said I'm Lawz. I said Lawz what? Lawz for the game.
Don't do anything until I tell you to start. You understand?
Chevy!
I tell you to start. I want you to estimate 30 seconds in your head. Start.
Close my eyes down.
Okay. Close your eyes.
Out loud.
Hang on. I'm going to start. Are you ready? Start. Keep going.
Okay, well, I heard movement, so
Right, like your eyes closed with your head back and the cops are making some movements and stuff. Like you're not going to open your eyes to see what the fuck they're doing, right? You're going to open your eyes.
So we're going to have to start that over. I heard movement.
See, she's laughing like these.
No, just don't.
You ready?
Yes.
Start. Yeah.
Bring your head back. Like this? Okay. What am I doing now?
Oh, and this is where they put a strobe light in your eyes with your head back. Like that's not going to mess you up. Because every day what happens is you put your head back and they put a strobe light in your eyes. I do that all the time. So I'm totally used to that. It's so stupid. It's so...
Okay. Right. Left.
So stupid.
I thought this is right here, huh? I'm gonna come back with some moves now, but this is ridiculous. What are you doing here? Right. Let me go ahead. Where's the next time? Next.
So ridiculous. It is so ridiculous. It's the only thing I missed on this plaque. I got to put on the plaque, do not do stupid human tests. I've got to get this on. Oh no. Of course, she's in a dungeon behind chained and caged walls with bars, but now after that, they got to put her back in cuffs. She's got to go back in torture cuffs. Of course, you have to go in torture cuffs. They got to show that they have dominion over every aspect of you. Such a fucking scam, dude.
I couldn't use the bathroom before with the handcuff on?
You can, but there has to be female officer.
Is there what am I possibly do in the bathroom?
There's no way she could go to the bathroom inside of a jail. There's no way. You could never go to the bathroom by yourself inside of a jail. You need a female officer to go with you.
Okay, so I'm sitting here until they come. What are we doing? Then why am I being handcuffed again?
You are under arrest for driving under the influence. The next step in this is I'm going to request that you submit to a lawful test of your breath for the purpose of finding alcohol.
I don't see how anybody sees this and they consider the way we're treated to be humane. Look at the metal bench in the concrete room. She's shackled and chained like Kuta Kente, like she's a slave. And now they're going to chain her to the wall on a metal pole. What a fucked up system. What a fucked up system of oppression.
Are you willing to switch to a lawful sample of your breath for the purpose of determining alcohol?
We already did all this shit.
Yeah.
Okay, so did you ask me if I was willing to do that before we did it? No.
It's not how this process works.
Okay, well.
Right. It's not how the process works. Now we got to hear some bootlicking shit. Nah. The officer receives an A. He did it perfect. She was amazing. Fuck this guy. I mean, straight up. Fuck him. Listen, use the Fifth Amendment auto plaque. If you have a trifold, you still have a trifold, make sure you use the trifold. Always invoke your Fifth Amendment. I just upgraded to the auto plaque, and we've sold about 130 of these now, so people are getting them, which is great because once they get out into circulation and other people see them and they touch them, more people will get them because it is an awesome display. It is really good. All the words are big now, easy to read. The backside's matte. It's like, I mean, it's a full-on acrylic piece. It is just badass. It is just bad fucking ass. I'm very happy with this. I'm very happy how... There's only one thing that is frustrating about it. I'll show it to you. And I'm going to fix this on the next run-through here. It was right... Oh, maybe it was on the first batch, because this is the second batch. Okay, it's not there anymore. There was one little piece of mark right here that was out of place, but I fixed it. I fixed it on the second run. Let's check out Chevy's song. Chevy, let's see what you did. Team DLZ, everybody, put in the chat. Team DLZ. We're not going to stop. I don't give a shit what they do. They can do whatever they want. I'm not going to stop because You've Got Bail is coming. It is coming. What do you got here, Chev?
I'll tip my hat to the 180 days. Scratch, mark, and stone, concrete maze. Dungeon, police, state, torture, cell, charm, chewing the bitter, keeping my head while the nightmare inferno tried to leave me for dead.
They stance out, numbers upon my back. The axiom kept my soul on track. Looks just the same, but I've learned to play their game.
That was me, Chevy.
In the nightmare inferno, police state machine.
I read that book a couple times in jail. I read Fountainhead as well.
To the new legislation, take a bow, victory nation, smile,
grin at change all around, flash my auto placard, stand my ground. Oh, won't get fooled again, no, no.
Salam Allah. Thanks for the super chat, brother.
1,100 pages of a sovereign mind, Ayn Rand, show me what what the state designed. It's reason, purpose, self-esteem, breaking the bars of the nightmare dream. From the inmate cell to the governor's chair, I'm the product they fit, I'm already there. Rumble, splat, spitting bitter ball, crunch, stepping on it. Got the knowledge, got the ability.
I love that book, Fountainhead. Probably my favorite book of all time is Fountainhead. Good stuff, Chevy. Team DLZ, what's going on, Playboy? Roger Bond's back in the chat. Danelle Brown, Sally Stanley.
Take a bow.
Victory Nation.
Smile, grin at change all around. Flash my auto placard, stand my ground. Won't get fooled again, no, no, no. I'm a product of total liberty. Black card hits the glass, meet the new chat. Same as the old chat.
Good stuff, Chevy. Harry Bird was here. Drop Zoned. Yeah, Atlas Shrugged. If you guys have not read that book, and if you haven't read Fountainhead, two great books. I mean, some people don't like Ayn Rand, and they'll say it's some right-wing manifesto, but it's not at all. Ayn Rand writes about you being free from government and government not being able to tread on you. Don't tread on me. I mean, that could have directly come from those books. I'm not sure if they correlate at all, but it's about the government not dipping into your pocket and you not having to be at the mercy of government. It's really, really a great book. John Lunn, I Love Yahweh. What's up, Playboy? Nick, good to see you. Nick, shoot me an email. Okay, I'll check it back. I'll check it back. Maxim, we don't stop. Salam Allah. Salam Allah hates pigs, just like Jeff hates pigs. Chevy's in the chat. What's up, Playboy? Listen, I got to get the flock out of here. I think I've streamed for like 4 hours today, so I got to go. Thanks for coming to my TED Talk. I'll see you guys in the next one. BS Unleashed. Danelle Brown, John Lunn, Stoffel. What is going on? Dale Southern, Sally Stanley. What is up? Rat Rules. Good to see you guys, man. I got to get the flock out of here. I'll see you guys in the next one.